Hello, Professor Rosemary here and Happy New Year! Oh what? I'm a month late you say? Oh silly. I'm talking about the Lunar New Year. Granted, I am a bit early since this year's falls on February 1st. Anyways, I thought of featuring Hisuian Growlithe in today's dessert as it's the year of the tiger. Okay, let me explain. Like the zodiac with 12 star signs, the Chinese zodiac has 12 animal signs as well. Except, instead of your birth month and date determining which sign you are, your animal sign is determined by your birth year. For example, I was born in 1998, which was the year of the tiger, making that my Chinese zodiac sign. The signs cycle through every 12 years, making 2022 the year of the tiger as well. I don't know about you, but I feel kinda special this year, considering that your Chinese zodiac year only comes once in 12 years. Now the question is, what is your Chinese zodiac? Let me know in the comments. Now back to Growlithe. After seeing its debut, I knew that something had to be done. I must capture its floof in a dessert. So yeah, with that said, let's get making. Here's what you'll need. On top of including the Lunar New Year theme, I thought to include a flavor of the festivity too, the Mandarin orange. These are usually sweeter than regular oranges, but if you can't find mandarins, the ordinary, not so festive kinds work too. For the mandarin sauce, start by collecting some mandarin zest, as well as the juice. Now I know I showed myself peeling it earlier, but I feel this is still the most efficient way of juicing a citrus. After that, mix some of the juice into your cornstarch. This helps the starch mix evenly into the juice later. Next, to a saucepan, add your mandarin and lemon juice, your mandarin zest, sugar, and cornstarch slurry. Bring it to a boil and simmer on medium heat for about 7 minutes, stirring constantly to avoid burning. Once that's ready, take it off the heat and stir in your butter. Set it aside to cool and our mandarin sauce is now ready. And now for the cheesecake crust. Reduce your digestive crackers to a fine crumb by hand or using a food processor. I started out using a pestle but quickly realized that I'm not getting a fine crumb, so I ended up using a food processor anyway. Then add your melted butter, making sure that it's thoroughly mixed into the crumbs. Once so, dump your crumbs into a lined 8-inch pan. Pack down the crumbs into a tight and even layer with something flat. Then leave it in the fridge while we prepare the cheesecake. I should also mention that you should use a springform pan here. I didn't have an 8-inch one, so I'm just praying really hard that my cake doesn't get destroyed in the removal process. Also, be careful not to cut yourself while cleaning the food processor blade like a big dum-dum. That was a very deep cut. Okay, moving on to the filling, start by combining your gelatin and water. Set it aside to bloom for 5 minutes, melt it over some hot water or in the microwave and set aside. To your room temperature cream cheese, sift in your powdered sugar. Mix the two ingredients until incorporated, then whip on a medium speed for about 5 minutes until fluffy. After that, on a low speed, slowly drizzle and mix in your cold heavy cream. This helps to produce an even and homogeneous mixture. With the cream all mixed in, continue whipping until the soft peak stage, where you get peaks that delicately droop over. I'm adding some gel food coloring here to match Growlithe's fur, but this is optional. What is not optional however is the molten gelatin. Similarly to the cream, mix on a low speed and slowly mix in the gelatin. If your gelatin has started to set, go ahead and remelt it before adding it. Once it's all mixed in, I'm going to flavor some of my cheesecake filling, though I would actually suggest to not follow this step. I'll explain why later. But anyway, I am separating some of the batter, mixing a cup of the filling with a cup of the mandarin sauce, as well as half a cup of filling with some cocoa powder. Now with our fillings ready, it's time to bring out the crust. I'm pouring the plain filling in first, followed by the mandarin orange filling. Then I'm randomly splotching the cocoa filling around. Yeah, this doesn't exactly look pretty now, but I'm going in with a spoon to swirl the cocoa filling around, giving the cheesecake a marbled effect and sort of a tiger stripe motif. You know, because Growlithe and Year of the Tiger? Yeah. Anyway, cover your cheesecake with plastic wrap and refrigerate for at least 4 hours for the gelatin to set. Okay, before decorating, I'm just checking to see if I'll actually have an intact cake to decorate. Just gonna do some risky flips, give it some gentle shimmies and ooh, so far so good. Now just one last risky flip and he's alive. Now that I know that I have a cake to decorate, let's make the whipped cream. Simply whip your heavy cream and sugar on a medium-high speed until you get soft peaks. Then I'm just recreating Growlithe's floof with the cream to the best of my abilities. and its other features using fondant I made the other day.
It's nice.
It's funny because the head's supposed to be quite smooth, but now it looks like a prehistoric poodle.
I know.
That's fine, I think it's cute.
It's cute.
And with that, we are done! So there you have it, a Hisuian Growlithe Mandarin orange cheesecake. Flavor-wise, the Mandarin sauce on its own is amazing, but you'd only get a hint of it when added into the cheesecake like this. If you prefer a stronger citrus profile like me, you may want to omit the sauce from the cheesecake and pour it on the cake when you serve it. So yeah, that's all for now. I hope you can try this out. Leave your suggestions in the comments. 新年快乐，心想事成, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye bye.